Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. Honestly, I think we need a therapy session after that. I don't know how to feel. I feel so many emotions right now, and I think it'd be nice for us all to, chat together about the game. Please comment as well, as this is live, about how you're feeling. As always, do like this video, do subscribe before we do get started. Um, but yeah, I do not know what to say about that. I'm just so disappointed because last season we never learned from these mistakes, and it's like it's happening again. Like it's just, I don't know. I feel like we're not learning from anything at all, which is so disappointing. Um, Listen, we actually started off quite well, I thought, and then unfortunately they scored, they got into the game, and then we struggled to, get any possession, win any duels. Like when they scored, honestly, they had such a great half, and we could never get back into it. The second half came, and I honestly thought Saliba getting that goal would have helped us, after that, but it took us a while to really do anything. Um, they're a very tough team to play against. We struggle with these low block teams, and yeah, it's just disappointing because obviously Liverpool haven't even played this weekend, and it feels like a win for them. Man City's dropped points, we've dropped points. Um, so yeah, it is a disappointing one, but I knew going into this game it was going to be tough. So I'm not completely surprised that we didn't win. But obviously, I'm happy we did get something out of it. But obviously, in the title race, it puts us in a worse position now. Um, yeah, I'm not saying it's over, but it doesn't feel like it's likely we're going to win the league. Um, but yeah, we're in a tough position at the moment, and getting this win today was the most important thing. And obviously, you look at the lineup today; these injuries are stacking up massively. Obviously, Gabriel's out, Calafiori's out, Zinchenko's out. After him having such a good game, I was really hoping to see him start today. Um, and then you're having a sacrifice party in a different position, it doesn't really suit him. So yeah, it's not being, the best day for Arsenal at all. I'm not surprised. I really aren't surprised if I'm being honest, because I know how good Fulham are, I know how good their players are, and their managers set them up great. And I knew it was going to be a tough game, but I just expected more from the team. But it's really hard because you look at the bench. We have Ranieri, who will probably make a difference. He's that player that you'd want to bring on, but other than that, we don't have that difference maker. We don't have, back in the day when I was at Arsenal, we don't have like the Giroud that can just make that impact. And yeah, obviously Martinelli came on, but it's just not enough for us to win the game with what we have on the bench. I just wanted to say hi to a few of you that have joined. Hey Victor, hope you're good. Lovely to see you in the chat. Let me know what you think of the game. Big up Niall, hope you're good too. Always lovely to see you here. We are chasing the game and he removes Odegaard. The substitution confused me. Sure, I'm so glad you said that, and I'm not the only one that thought that, because I thought the substitution, good to bring Waineri on, but why would you take Odegaard off? Like, he's our captain, he's the one that's trying to make things happen. I'm with you, like, it doesn't make any sense to me why he's done that, unless Odegaard's injured, which I don't think he was. I think he was just making that substitution, so yeah, I did not get that at all. You know what? I don't understand his decisions sometimes. Like I don't understand why he's done that. Like why would you take off one of our best players on the pitch? It was a bit baffling. Maybe he'll explain that in an interview if people ask him. But I was a bit confused because I'm not going to say if Odegaard stayed on the pitch, he would have won. But there's always that what if? What if he stayed on and things would have been okay? Um, Obviously, the goal at the end, I just think it's so disappointing. I think we left it quite late. I'll be honest and say we left it quite late, but I also think that we should have made enough chances to win the game. The second half was much better than the first. We were making things happen. We did have a few good moments, but I just feel like it just wasn't enough for us to win it. Um, yeah, I think the offside. I think it's harsh, but I'm also going to say I don't think we should put ourselves in that position. We should have scored before then. Um, but yeah, it's just so frustrating. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably feel better in a few days, but it's so frustrating because you look at Man City, they're not doing great at the moment. We've got to make the most of that. And Liverpool obviously dropped points against Newcastle, and you think to yourself, we've got to keep doing our job, and we're not doing what we need to be doing. And Liverpool, like I said, haven't even played this weekend, and this is a great result for them as well as the Man City result. So, um, how are you guys feeling about the league? Because I'm never going to say it's over until mathematically it's impossible. But I do think we have to have other focuses now, because Liverpool are so strong, and Liverpool will drop points. But I also think we're not going to win all of our games playing like that. But I do also think we can only deal with the players we have. At the end of the day, we know we need a striker. We know that these injuries are really affecting how we play, but there's nothing we can do about it. We just got to do all we can. And Arteta and the board have put us in this position where you know we needed to bring more players in, the right players in, and we haven't, and that's on them. So I do think Arteta should take responsibility for that as well. Like, I'm not saying everything's his fault, but if we brought a striker in the summer, Mo Salah for Liverpool can be drawing, and Mo Salah pops up out of nowhere and wins them the game. We need someone like that. So I do think that's something that we really, really need. But like we said, it's always a tough game against Fulham. Um, that last offside was a bit dumb, but that's life. Yeah, I'm not going to blame that for why we didn't win. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, like I said, we should have made enough chances to win. And big up Soph, and big up yourself. Hope you're good. It's lovely to see you in the chat. Arteta got the tactics wrong, but this game really showed me that we desperately need a striker and a left winger. Absolutely, like I agree with you. I think I didn't. It's interesting with the lineup because I think we're stuck in positions where we're going to have to play party in a position, but I also think to myself, Tierney. I'm pretty sure Tierney is fit and he's available. Why not play him at left back because that's his position? I know it's a bit, he's not played for Arsenal for a very long time, but I would take that risk personally. I would have played Tierney at left back. I know it's a risk, but I think you've got to take risks in these moments because nothing's going to change if you don't. And without Calafiori, we don't have a lot of options there as well. Um, but yeah, I do agree. I think the winger situation is something that we're struggling with, especially on the left. I mean, obviously Saka's doing great on the right, but on the left, like you've just said, we're very weak. It's like Trossard. I just don't think he's doing enough. And then Martinelli, on the other hand, it's just not working. So I do think we need to bring someone in maybe in the January transfer window. I really hope we do because we're not going to win the league, with these players, unfortunately. And Jesus came on as well, and it's just like, why not bring Waneri on a lot sooner? Because he can actually make a difference. Like, I would have brought Waneri on so much sooner. Like, why are you bringing him on in the 80th minute? Like, for me, if I was Arteta, I would have actually brought him on at half time because we knew those players aren't going to win us the game. We need to bring some energy into this team to win. So I don't understand why Arteta hasn't played him at all. I think bring him on in 80th minute is not going to make a difference. So I thought I was a bit disappointed with that personally. Like Victor said before about the substitution of Odegaard, I don't understand why you would do that personally. But yeah, we're just gonna hope things do get better from us. I commented last time this game is a potential banana skin, and I was spot on. Do you know what's so disappointing about this game is that last season we couldn't beat them, and it's like we're not able to do that again this season. So we're sort of not really learning from our mistakes. Like I know last season I think we had a red card in this game, but I know we nearly won the game. But it's just the fact we've come away with 2 points dropped for me. I just see it as that. I can't see it as anything else. I just can't help but feel so like deflated. But as I said, I'm not completely surprised because I like Fulham are so tough to play against, and it was weird playing against Smith Rowe because he's amazing and we all love Smith Rowe. Um, but this, yeah, it's a hard one to take. This, honestly. I think we are playing for top four. I see us dropping more points before Liverpool. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? To be honest with you, if I'm being honest, right now I do believe Liverpool will win the league. I think we can finish second, like Victor says. We probably are doing that. I think we can probably. Well, I don't. I've not looked at the points right now. And obviously Chelsea are playing, and they're obviously in a good position. But I think Man City obviously have dropped points as well. So I think like I do think we'll probably come second. I think we've got to fight for that. You know, I don't want to be here sitting saying that we're fighting for second, but I just don't think we would catch Liverpool. I don't think we could beat Liverpool at Anfield. I'm not saying we can't. I think if we've got all of our players back, we can. But then Liverpool will have to play Everton again soon, and then they'll, if they win, they'll get more points. So um, I don't think it's enough. To win the league, but that doesn't mean we'll have a bad season, guys, because we are in the Carabao Cup. We could win that. You know, the FA Cup's coming up against United, which should be tough. I think that's in January, so the Champions League as well. So it's not all doom and gloom. I just think with the league, if we're being realistic, Liverpool are probably favourites. But as I said, don't give up. But I just want us to learn from our mistakes a bit more than we are right now. I just feel a bit, yeah, I feel a bit disappointed, really. Um, yeah, I just wish we'd have won this game. I just really feel as though the first goal they scored, like the defending, the goalkeeping was just so poor from us, and I feel like there's so many what ifs in this game because if that goal didn't go in, and at that point we were actually doing really well with our confidence, like. You know, I was really happy with our performance, and I just feel like giving them that goal really helped them go on to have that confidence throughout the game. And yeah, it's so tough really this game. I think Craven Cottage is such a it's a hard, you know, the crowd was so amazing there from watching on the TV. It was very loud to me, so I felt like the players really struggled with that. And it's been a tough game to be honest with you. Like it's not all doom and gloom, you know, we have got a point out of it, but at the end of the day, as I said in this title of the video, it's 2 points dropped for me. It's just not good enough. And yeah, it's going to be a long season ahead, and I just think we're going to drop more points. Like, if we are going to get top four, that shouldn't really be our aim. Really, we have to think about winning things, winning the league. But this season's been so different. I do think injuries have been a factor, and I think it's okay to say that it's not an excuse because if Liverpool didn't have Mo Salah, they would be different, just like Man City are different without Rodri. So I don't think that's an excuse. I think it's fair to say these things do affect how you're going to do in these games. But I do think it's disappointing that we couldn't get a win out of this. I just feel a bit deflated, guys. It's not what we want really. Considering other teams have dropped points, like I'm not gonna lie, it was nice watching United drop points. It was really nice to see Man City drop points, and we weren't able to make the most out of it. Um, which is so like frustrating, guys. And yeah, 1-1. It's not the result we wanted. I kind of feel like did we do enough? Did we had a few chances to be honest with you. I know Partey had one. I think it might have been early in the second half from a set piece, and he headed it just over. And I just thought that would have won us the game. Like these are fine margins that we need to take if we want to win it. So I just feel like we did have a few chances to do it. It was a game of fine margins, I would say, but I don't think we've done enough to win it today. Um, I think Fulham are really hard to play up against when they're defensive. I think they've got some great players. It was very weird playing against Leno, Iwobi, Smith Rowe. They're all doing very, very good for themselves. But like I said, it's just a hard pill to swallow because these are the games you've got to win if you want to win the league. Liverpool probably would have won this, but they've got most solid differences. Like people have said, the left wing is something that we're struggling with. The striker situation, like I love Havertz and I love what he's brought to his team, but he has been so quiet recently. And like you bring on Jesus, he's not able to give you much more than Havertz. So the question is who's able to save us. Like we've got Waneri, but it's a lot of pressure for him to come in and expect a lot of him. But I just think we need to see more from these players if we really want to have a chance to win the league, have a chance of winning things. Because we are in other competitions, like I said. But it's going to be very, very tough to win things with how competitive the league is, how competitive these teams are at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be really tough, guys. But yeah, it's going to be a long season ahead, I think. I'm interested to sort of see how if Man City are going to pick up their form. Us, we've got to take it game by game. it's just a difficult result today. The same as last season. I mean, we need to do so much better, and I completely agree with all these comments. I do hope Arteta can address why he took Odegaard off. Because give me 2 secs, guys. Hey guys, sorry about that. Sometimes my computer just freezes. Let me just read some of your questions, comments out. This is what happens when you have a poor transfer window like we did in the summer. Yeah, I do think the transfer window has costed us a bit now. I've said that as well. I think on the left, not bringing someone in on the left wing and not bringing a striker in has definitely affected us because we've brought in players that could have waited till the summer. Like they're great players, but what we need right now, is a striker, is a winger, and we've not done that, which is obviously disappointing. And we're seeing this every game that it's costing us, even more and more. So yeah, it's a disappointing one. Arteta out, the manager is a fraud, isn't good enough. This team isn't good enough to win the league. I just think the summer has cost us so much. Like, if we'd brought a striker in, I think things would have been so much different for us. Like, I think things would be a lot better, if I'm being honest. So we've put ourselves in this position now, and we're seeing why we can't. We're struggling, we're not managing at all. And we needed to bring in the right players, and obviously we haven't, and it's a hard pill to swallow. But like I completely agree with the transfer window. I think Calafiori has been the right signing to bring in because we can see our injuries are stacking up. Arteta won't play Tierney, so we did need to make some changes. But I just feel like for me, it's just going wrong. Arteta's not. He's not brought the right players in. Like we need a striker. We need a winger. Those are the most important things. Because sometimes our attack can be great. We can score lots of goals, and other times, it's just not doing it. It's not enough. So yeah, Arteta's. The pressure's on him at the moment, because another 2 points dropped. Not really good enough from him. Um, and yeah, it's just not great at all. I'm not really happy about it. We got Torsten. Hi there. Hope you're good. Always good to see you in the chat. If you guys have any questions for me to answer or just to send in about the game or anything, I'm more than happy to answer them. And I do appreciate all of you that have joined in to watch my show at the moment. It's been really good to chat with you all. And do like this video, guys. As always, do subscribe as well. I wish we were talking on better terms with Arsenal winning, but what is what it is. We just have to manage with the draw. But as I said, I really appreciate all of you coming in. Those were short notes. I wasn't sure to do like a live stream or a pre-recorded one. But I've not been live for a little while on here, and I just thought, why not, pop on and chat with you guys as well. So yeah, thank you all for coming in as well. I'll probably stay on here for maybe 20 more minutes, guys. But as I always say, I do appreciate all of you that have come in. Try to check I've not missed anyone's comments as well, because I do always love to read out what you guys have to say. But yeah, a big thank you to all of you for joining. Let me know how you're feeling about this as well, guys, because I know it's give me 2 secs. Sorry, just pause then. But yeah, let me know how you're feeling as well about the game, because I'm just like, I think it will hit me tomorrow. Like right now, I just feel a bit deflated, but I'm happy we did get something out of the game. But like we said, we can't excuse that. It's not enough for us to win things in the league if we're gonna draw to Fulham. But I just think these injuries now are starting to affect us, and I'm I'm starting to feel concerned really. I just hope we can take the cup competitions quite far. I think if we can do that, then obviously it puts us in a good position, and I'd be happy with that. But obviously at the moment, we were going on a really good run as well. That's what's so annoying, because I felt really happy about how things were going for us, and then we hit this hurdle, and I just really hope we can pick ourselves back up from this, because it's tough. But I think as a team, we can get through this. I really do hope so. But yeah, we've got a busy schedule coming up as well. I just want to speak a bit about that as well before you guys ask any questions. Obviously, big game at Monaco on Wednesday. Then we've got Everton in the Premier League. Now, Everton, like we should be winning that, and it's at home as well. I'm expecting us to bounce back in those two games. I really hope we can do that. Obviously, Everton, we're usually okay. Everton at home. It's like when we're away, we always struggle with Everton. But yeah, we should be getting those wins. Like we've got Monaco, we've got back in the Champions League now. So I think we've got to just take it one game at a time in the Champions League, in the Premier League. So let's just see how that goes. Big up NS Sports TV. I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. If you have any questions about the game or anything, drop them in. As I always say, I'm always happy to read people's questions out. 1-0 Spurs. Wow, it's a surprise. Yeah, and I think as that game just started, I think it might have been a half-4 kickoff. I probably will watch a bit of that after I've done this. But yeah, it just feels a bit frustrating because we've sort of helped Liverpool this weekend. They've not even played, so yeah, it's a frustrating one for sure. Um, but yeah, that'd be an interesting game with Chelsea and Spurs. I think Spurs really need to get those 3 points. Really, they need to get that win. I mean, for us, our weekend's not been great. Um, but yeah, that's an interesting one to see how that goes because I know Spurs haven't been doing too great at the moment. Um, but yeah, it's nice to have these sort of conversations, like a therapy session for Arsenal fans, because it's not been a great day, to be honest with you. I'm just so disappointed. I think that's the feeling that we feel right now. Like I was looking on Twitter at fans, and so many people saying no excuses. And it's true, there's no excuses today. I know we had injuries, but this team is more than good enough to get 3 points in this game without these players. So I feel quite, deflated really. Question here. We got to Austin. I have a question. So, on a title race over for Arsenal now. Um, it's a hard one to answer because, like I said at the start of this video, if it until it's mathematically impossible that we cannot do it, I'm not going to give up. But I do think, if I'm being realistic, like Victor said before, we're probably fighting for the top four now. To finish second and above Man City. And it's gonna really hurt the end of the season because Arne Slot's been here for his first season. If he can overtake us, then Arteta's been here for a while and he's not been able to win things. It'll feel massively disappointing for me. And yeah, it's a very difficult one. I'd probably say that there's still a slim chance, but we're going to have to hope Liverpool drop a lot of points. I just don't think that's going to happen at all. And I don't trust ourselves to win all of our games that we have. I don't know exactly how many games we have left in the league. It's probably like 20 something, but I think it's a long way to go. And it's a big ask for us to win all the games for Liverpool to slip up a few times. I mean, it did slip up against Newcastle, but we've had a few many slips for me so far this season, so it's a difficult one for sure. But yeah, we're just gonna have to really see how it goes really, and just hope that our form can pick up. We can either win things. I think self-worth for Arsenal this season is the most important thing. So I feel like for me, if we're able to win the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, I'll be happy with that for this season. But obviously at the moment, the league doesn't look likely that we will win it, or Man City will win it. And that's what's so annoying because Man City dropped points, yesterday, and I thought if we can, win our game and we'll be in a good position. And now look at it. I mean, if Chelsea win today as well, it puts us in an even worse position. I think we might be third. So, yeah, I do feel. I do feel quite disappointed, really. But yeah, that's sort of my answer. A bit of a long answer, but that's sort of how I feel about the league at the moment. Like I don't think it's over, but I also don't think it's likely that we'll win it really. Um at least the Arsenal women won. Yes, big up to the Arsenal women. I did actually watch both games at the same time, which was a bit hard to do, but yeah, big up to the women's team who actually managed to get a win today. Really, really pleased for them, and obviously such a good performance from them. I thought it was very, very impressive, and yeah, really pleased them. I will be doing some videos next week on that, and like I said, that's probably the good thing about today. That's the only thing we've taken from today that's been in positive. Um, But yeah, really looking good for the women's team with Renee. But yeah, big up Victor for commenting on that. If Liverpool win the league this season, the so-called phases and process will lead you to major honours in a myth. A process for me is winning trophies season after season. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Really, because like I just said, Liverpool. If Liverpool wins something this season, and we've been trying for like years, or yeah, actually years. Arteta's been here for 5 seasons, but like it'll be so like I'll be so like deflated. Like obviously I don't want either Man City or Liverpool to win, but if Arne Slot wins it in this first season, it will hurt because we've been trying for so many years and we've not been able to do it. And this year Man City decide to slip up and not have a good season. Um because they're struggling right now a lot. So yeah, it's it would really hurt. I mean, processes do take time, and we have been in the process of Arteta for a while, and obviously he's got the players that he needs, and that's taken time. But you know what? We didn't have all the time in the world to wait, and we need to win things very soon because I think our patience will eventually run out as fans. Like my patience is running a bit thin. Like I just want us to win things. Like we deserve as a club to be winning silverware, and obviously we're not right now. This season is a must for silverware. Um, but yeah, I think if this season, if we're able to finish, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be happy if you finished second, but if you finish second, won silverware like an FA Cup, I would say in the league it's not necessarily improvement, but in with silverware wise, that is improvement. Because obviously we've not won the FA Cup for like 5 seasons, so I would say that has improved us a lot. But it's going to be interesting, to sort of see how it goes, with our season. But obviously, right now, it doesn't feel too good. I just wanted to read out a few of your comments. Big up to Austin 2-0. Is it really 2-0 to Spurs? That's crazy. I'm going to watch a bit of the game after this. Big up Thomasin. Hope you're good. Yeah, not being the best day for Arsenal men's team. But I hope you're okay. We got Victor, nice chat, Sophie. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, that Victor. Yes, guys, please do like this video, guys. Do subscribe, which will help me out very much and be very, very much appreciated. Yeah, I think this is going to be a tough one from where we go from here because we really needed to win today. And obviously, we haven't, which is not ideal. But yeah, we're going to have to sort of see how it goes with the season because I think if we win things, things look a lot more positive. And I think Sleeper was speaking about how winning things would really, really help. Him and Gabriel become legends of the club, and that's what they need. If players want to become legends, they do have to win things with us. So let's just really hope that does happen. I'm going to round the show up, guys, in a couple of minutes because I've been here for a little while now. Um, and yeah, if you guys have any last comments or questions you want to put in, please do. But as I always say, do like this video, guys, if you're still watching this. Please do subscribe as well if you're new here, which would be very much appreciated. And yeah, obviously gutted we didn't get the win. I probably will be doing some videos next week. Next weekend I'm away, so I probably won't be doing anything, but I will be doing stuff throughout the week. I'm possibly joined by a Fulham fan on Tuesday, so yes, that won't be easy, but he's nice, so we'll have to be nice to him. But yeah, it's not been the best, has it? I mean, if Chelsea lose today, that will put us in a good position. Um, I hope you're okay. Did you have the storm's not been great, as the wind is absolutely crazy. But I'm all good, thank you. Hope you're all okay as well, keeping safe. Also, I wanted to say, obviously, really sad to hear what happened to Antonio. But looking like he's on the mend, which is obviously really, really good. So you got to keep safe in this weather. But I'm really happy with him that he's getting a bit better. But I know it's going to be a long road ahead for him with his recovery. But really happy that obviously he's on the mend, and yeah, things were getting better for him, hopefully. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to say that because I've been reading up about West Ham when they've been putting statements out, so really happy to hear that it's obviously okay. But yeah, a big thank you to all of you that have watched my stream today. It's been really lovely to chat with you all as well. Big thank you to all of you that have left your comments, liked this video, subscribed as well. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.